saved on the other end by Stokes. Wade back on the floor. Awkward shot. You gotta think his timing is certainly disrupted.
Yeah, but for Wade, I just have a feeling he wanted to let one go. He's measured it. He'll adjust. He'll be all right.
Here's Quade. Yes! As Xavier Sneed hits both free throws, Kansas State back in the lead.
Full court press right now by K-State, and they drop back into a 1-2-2.
Knox gives it up, and now Gilgeous-Alexander will get it organized for Kentucky. Calipari barking out the plays on the sideline. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Quade Green. Yes, sir, another three. 9-pointers, last 3 possessions. He's got 8 now. 8-point game. Kentucky with the lead in the ball.
He's got pick and roll again. This time Buffalo communicated.
How much space there is in the paint. Quade Green delivers a 3 for an answer.
Thinking about those fouls, becoming a victim, feeling sorry for yourself. Knox is not going to do that. Smart not either. But you have to make sure you stay focused.
Quade Green on the take. Little floater off the window. Pretty dunk. Nice pass.
I know there's so many high school coaches happy around the country. Players out there, whenever you're denied, give a quick cut to the ball and step toward the ball. Back cut. That's what Davison did that time for the open dunk.
It's probably good for Grady to get a basket at the rim, uncontested that time. Oh, Quade Green.
That's what he wants to keep doing, forcing the issue in the middle.
He's 3 for 12. Does have 10 points, but a lot of misses in there where he normally makes. That's his wheelhouse. Driving to the basket. Quade Green will pull, and he'll hit the mid-range.
And Tennessee is ice cold, Dickie. They're missing 3-footers.
It's amazing what a difference 24 hours will make. I mean, yesterday they were unstoppable.
Quade Green dribbles past Daniel, and he gets the floater to go.
John Calipari on the floor. What a year he could have if he comes back to school.
Green pull up. That's what they want him to do. Shoot when he comes, and he's got Gabriel on his back. Kicks it out to Daniel. Too strong.
So I like when Williams gets the ball in the post. Even if he's not scoring, he's going to find open people because he's going to double him up. Score the basket.
He pawns.
Score the basket.
This may be the youngest team I've ever had. How different is that than every team that he's ever had with your freshmen? What makes this group unique, you think?
Well, the different talent level. When you got Wall and Cousins and Anthony Davis, they're at another level. These
not only sweet-eyeing, but very difficult, too. Not a bad defensive effort, but a little pull away with some separation.
And a 3-point lead for Florida. We approach 13 minutes to go in the first half. Green cans it from the outside.
That he was going to go all the way to the basket, and he did that from half court. Allen just perfectly stripped him down low on the floor.
30-19 Florida.
They've been looking for Knox on the blocks, but they just can't get it to him. Wow, look at Chiozza. Not even allowing it on an easy pass.
Green, the jumper. He's got it for 3.
I think Kentucky's having a problem figuring out who to put on the floor right now. Oh, loose again.
Diallo will save it. Green lines it up, and he drills it. It's a 3. The dribble drive. Missed it. The flip. Cleared by Gilgeous-Alexander. We hit 3 minutes to play. Second half here in Gainesville. Green on the move. The pull-up jump goes down for Quade. 15-12.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They don't need quick threes, Ole Miss. Ole Miss has good-looking players that can jump up and shoot. Just they need to move Kentucky's defense, go side to side a little bit, and they'll get pretty much whatever they want.
Penetration from Quade Green. He gets it to go.
Nothing wrong with Quade.
Pretty play from Quade Green. The benefits of having positionless is you have two-point guards on the floor right now with Gilgeous-Alexander and Green.
And remember the Bulls back in the day, Michael Jordan, they had a bunch of guys all the same size you could switch. You switch in.
Oh, man! Denied by the rim. Terrence Davis had a dunk, and he came up inches short. Now Green the other way. Kisses it off the window. 22 points for Davis, drives, and when you go underhand, you got no chance. The run out for Green. Goaltend. Carl Hess says that ball was off the backboard. We'll give two.
Drive the baseline, draw the defense, kick it to the corner. One more pass. Next thing you know, 5-point game.
A return three, and Quade Green.
Guy in 6th grade. It's the ball. Everybody hovers.
Ten-point game under 7. Green, 3. Ulis, 3.
Right? The other thing is this, I go back to the NBA. The NBA came up with this idea for one and dones, right? Because they thought it was bad for the league that there were guys that were coming in the league without playing college.
Jonte Porter goes into traffic. Purrier tries to spin it up. And Diallo saves it for Kentucky. Quade Green, transition 3. Yes, sir! Kevin Purrier open from the corner.
Did they lose a defensive player on that possession? I mean, there was nobody around him, Tom. Dribble handoff action is designed for you to not communicate defensively and then lose somebody. That's exactly what happened that previous possession. They got away with it, but they've got to be aware of that next time Missouri goes to that action.
Here's Quade Green. Drops it. He's got a team-high 11. He will be in the running for Player of the Year in the SEC. Quade Green, coast to coast.
And the decision, he's really accepted his role. When he first came back, it was, okay, I'm going to prove to everybody what I can do. I'm going to score. I'm going to be aggressive. That's not what he needed to do. He needed to let the better job, reacting, rotating, and closing out.
Quade Green, as he's able to connect, he played well and they skate.
He doesn't need to push off. Coach Cal still talking to him.
Green for 3.
That's good ball movement than it was earlier in the game. Earlier in the game, they're looking to drive that into traffic.
Good feed from Macon, but defensively, P.J. Washington goes up against 6'11" Gafford. And on the other end, Cats get it done. SEC tournament, who knows how the seeding could go there. Remember, South Carolina just upset Auburn, and Auburn lost McLemore for the season. So now they're injured. Quade Green on the other end for Kentucky.
And that's a big indicator for the tournament.
6 quadrant 1 wins, which is tied for the most in the SEC. We're tied at 9 here at Rupp Arena. Sellout crowd. What an atmosphere here in Lexington. Here's Green with 7 on the shot clock. Puts up a runner and connects. Herbert Jones is checked in and he turns it over. Here comes Green the other way. Green all the way for 2. Has struggled in SEC road games. Hits the 3.
You know, I've heard a freshman struggle. I've never heard a guy average 14 points a game at home and 3 on the road. But that's what being a freshman is. You play better in the confines of where you're comfortable, which is at home.
Green trying to answer, and he does.
60 dunks on the season. I don't know if I've ever heard of it.
120 field goals made, exactly half, 60 dunks. He leads the SEC with those 60 dunks.
Well, I guess that he touches 12 feet 1 inch vertical. That's high up. That's 2 feet above the rim, by the way.
A lot higher than us. As Green has had a nice little spark off the bench today. See, it's only the 2nd turnover this half by Alabama.
And you know that turnover came because Quade Green was denying Colin Sexton the ball. They tried to get it to him, and then Ingram just tried to make a play, and he traveled.
Gilgeous Alexander got away with a bad pass there. Right to Green, and it's the 3.
slick take to the rim, but Vanderbilt blocks Herod.
What a block. Oh, man, what a pass.
To Green.
Hey, Green was an Olympic sprinter.
And the halftime entertainment is dominated by football players.
Did you notice at halftime when they were dancing, nobody left? Everybody sat right here to get a glimpse of football.
First standing ovation for a halftime outfit.
I got to get you guys to an Auburn football game, man. You would have a blast. SEC game in general, you guys would have a blast down here. Tie game until now. Quade Green with his first bucket.
Playing really well for the most part.
I think he's really good.
Oh, long three. Gilgeous Alexander with the rebound. There is about a 10-second difference, game clock, shot clock. Uses a screen. Faked on Williams. That's a three for Green. Good.
What a great
Team. And it shouldn't, maybe there shouldn't be a when attached to that.
No, there shouldn't be, but there is, and when he does it, you're up by 20 and a half against Kentucky when he does it.
Green, little shot fake, and then scores off the glass.
Yeah, really there and gets the block. That's winning basketball. That's how you win big-time games against a big-time program.
That's one of my favorite sequences of the year.
People, they listen to people out there feeding their mind with a lot of nonsense.
Subs for both teams. Quade Green into the game for Kentucky. Also Wenyen Gabriel and Jared Vanderbilt. Gilgeous Alexander swings it. Extra pass. Green is open and buries it.
That was real 90 places of three, and the 3 places of 5. You got an upset.
Another turnover. Neither team looks good at all offensively tonight.
We got to credit defense, though. Both clubs really getting after it defensively, but the rhythm is just not there offensively.
Well, each team's coughed it up 5 times already.
You know, you like to have good spacing, and we don't see that.
Nice look. Gilgeous Alexander to Green. Got it. To make noise. They're doing it right now. What a rebound. What a block.
Tremendous defensive play. He had himself a slam dunk. Oh, yeah, they're going to look down. They're going to look.
Turner with a 3 with a lot of time left on the clock. Shot goes down. That's the good news, but Kentucky gets a chance. And Green will not look.
More than 65 on him.
Floater, no. Rebound, Richards. A good start to the half for Nick Richards. Green getting the start in the second half. Really for the last 4 minutes of the first half. Schofield rises up for a jumper, and Gilgeous Alexander rises up for a rebound.
Tell you, he's been doing it all. Taps the rim, finds open people.
Green, yes.
The best backcourt there.
And Bert, I misspoke before. They have 13 turnovers. They got to be careful too. Valuing the ball coming down the stretch here.
The miss by Robertson for Missouri, and it's 44-34 Tigers. Both teams improved shooting in the second half. Green, that's a long 2-pointer, and he sticks it.
Nice job.
To a 10-point game for Missouri. 1:50 to go. Gilgeous Alexander. Kick. Green. Up 3. Quade Green.
Nice drive there as Gabriel was late coming over.
The footwork was good offensively, but poor defensively for Jared Vanderbilt. I mean, just way too easy for Toy to score.
Big time from Green against Vandy in Nashville. Toy strong to the hole. Baptiste couldn't come away with it. Set it's Gilgeous Alexander on the go. Green. Money. Second half.
At what point in time, if you're Bryce Drew, do you bring him back? You got that fourth at the 16:25 mark. Our senior leadership, great three-point shooter. He's come up clutch time and time again.
Nice work by Quade. A chance for redemption, and now Kentucky a chance to tie. Green on the drive, they'll let him get in there. With 11 seconds to play. Right spot, right time. Here comes Quade Green. And he scores on the other end.
And 1 in camera. And the first time since 1973 that both Duke and North Carolina lost at home on the same day.
That's a remarkable stat. North Carolina losing in near the end of the game. Great pass fake, looked away the defender, and then it was pretty close to a dagger in the last minute or so of the game at a camera. That Virginia team, not everybody loves to watch their style because it's very methodical and slow pace, but if you don't respect the heck out of them for what they're doing, really at both ends of the floor, and what Tony Bennett's program has been in the last few years, I mean, they're one. And he's working hard to stay with him. Turnover. Nice look ahead, Diallo to Green. Got it.
About it around here is that, you're going down the list on who you want. Well, they didn't go down the list because Phil Fulmer, he got the guy he wanted, and that's the coach.
It's never good when they paint the rock. Gabriel shares it. Quade Green for three. Got it.
Good
Big time.
Movement.
Coach Lanier, unfortunately, for Tennessee's sake, as Kentucky's got too many looks inside and great penetration. Like this from Quade Green. Offensive rebound. Kalea Jones yanks it down. Kentucky's gone cold. They've missed 5 in a row for the first time tonight. Quade Green will end that. To the floor. Diallo with the board. Kentucky down 10. Green in a hurry. And he reverses it in.
I don't know.
Tennessee was up 2 when P.J. Washington left this game with cramps with 12:35 to go. Minutes the other day against Georgia after early foul trouble. He's hoping to stay in there a little bit longer tonight.
Coach Cal worked this morning on ball movement without a lot of dribbles. Make LSU guard. They especially want to get Waters in a lot of screens. Make him defend, wear himself out on the defensive end.
Kentucky won that game in 96, 129-97.
In one half, he had what some kids get in a month.
Yes.
Soft man-to-man. They lay off, looking at making them make jump shots. Good one. I agree.
Kentucky scores 1.7 points per possession when in transition after a missed opponent's corner three. Green in the paint. He's got a half.
Best 14-9 against Temple last time out.
Everybody's so in love with Oklahoma, and deservedly so because of what Trae Young's done. Only one team in the country's beaten him. It's Arkansas.
This is Juwan Parker inside. Claxton trying to go to work. Knocked away. Those long arms for Kentucky with Gilgeous-Alexander helping out Gabriel.
I like this double guard lineup. This was a lineup that was very effective on Friday for Coach Calipari. Having Gilgeous-Alexander and Quade Green out on the floor at the same time.
Combined for 37, 9 assists, the 2-point guards. Knox with a find. Green to 3. 5 in a row. Down low for the Wildcats. Low Ridge try the one-handed bouncer. That's taken away. Diallo ahead. Green with a finish. That was a lazy pass. Figure out this Kentucky zone. Ayton will come up for the high post, and Crump lazily throws it away. Green with a left. Oh, Quade.
That's what Louisville will do. They'll get in that lane. They'll find some people. Here's the full court pressure. Reminiscent of bygone years. They do a lot of similar things. Coach Pageant said to us that Rick did. A couple of wrinkles here and there.
It certainly has a different feel to this rivalry with the absence of Rick Pitino that Bill mentioned at the top. First time that they're meeting without Pitino coaching on the sidelines since January of 2001. I was surprised myself.
Well, this is a better job defensively. Force him out by Jones. Let him settle for the jumper. Don't get back. And
Rick Pitino's exit. A different feel to this game with Pitino's absence.
Mahmoud and Spalding in with the 2 fouls. He may be the best shooter. What do you think?
Looks like they're looking at that left leg. We'll try to get an update as quickly as we can. Look at Kentucky's offense. 7 straight makes. Whatever they worked on in practice the last week, Billy goes, well, that's great again.
He touches the ball. Good things happen. This kid really understands the game.
Green trying to drive on Holiday, pull up from the elbow, got it. Pretty.
He entertained us today, didn't he?
He is always entertaining.
Always he entertained today.
Green. Yes, Kentucky back within one.
You walk in John's office, it's incredible when you see the number of players that he had that have been drafted one-and-done players.
Quade Green for three.
Even athletes, I am really impressed with the level of talent they have right now, Virginia Tech.
You always talk about, and rightly so, the length and size of the bigger team, in this case, Kentucky, but can they stay with the smaller, quick players that Virginia Tech has? Green. Another three.
So what is when you got players that can give you that familiarity, the rhythm?
He's a senior. Didn't play in the first 2 games of the season. Buzz Williams just said, quote, I wasn't happy with him. So he sat for the first 2 games. He's playing great since then, averaging better than 17 a game. Green into the lane, and he answers with a floater. A lot of extra shot attempts for the Cats.
And taking the 3 ball has been big.
Both point guards out there together, Gilgeous-Alexander and Green.
But Green's actually playing the role of the point guard right now. He's moved him over to get 2 more handles.
Knocks down another one. Boy, is he having a... 10 on the shot clock. Green banks it home.
How big is he, man?
December to where they are now the first week of December.
I think they've settled down, and I think a lot of that has been because of Kevin Knox playing so well on the offensive end. He's so under control, and Jallo's been playing much better, not just relying on the jump shot as Quade Green knocks down one there.
3 fresh Wildcats off the bench. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, Wenyen Gabriel, and Ty Wynyard. Green. Seaborn's always going to draw a crowd. Has it poked away. Knox with the basketball. He's got Green ahead of him. And give Knox the staff. Another Kentucky block shot. Here come the Wildcats again. Where are you going to spend the holiday, Aaron?
He can really make things happen.
Juricic not able to hit. Gabriel the rebound, and now Green on the go. Good pass. Back to Green to give and go. Nice.
League Freshman of the Year 2 years ago. Then he had an ACL injury last year. Before that, he had 3 30-point games before the injury. Here's Green with the floater. John Calipari will play them together at times, but you talk about another pick-your-poison type scenario at point guard. An embarrassment of riches here in the Commonwealth. Green, right off the bench.
Fun to listen to him. You talk about he wants to be a head coach one day, and I have no doubts that he will, but you know, he got in administration. Talk about maybe trying to become an athletic director. And the Chick-fil-A promo continues to have success. It's not that I did more research than you, Rich. I was just here last game, but they missed 2 in a row in the second half. Free Chick-fil-A. The different styles of play. I think one thing teams are going to learn is you can't do a lot of quick shots against this Kentucky team. They get after it.
That's too easy for Quade.
Conchar going to try a 3. That one may have been partially tipped. Kentucky off and running the other way. Quade Green all the way to the rim.
And Coach Kaufman, he said, yeah, it gives us confidence that maybe we can do it again. But the thing is, then everybody wants to beat the team that beat Indiana. So then the target was on their back.
To 65-61. Knox short with a 3, but an offensive rebound for Quade Green. Green from the elbow. Good look.
The ball like that. But can they sustain that type of shooting percentage throughout this game will be a challenge. Kentucky has a better chance of sustaining the dominance in the paint than you do the Fort Wayne 3-point shots.
Green, step back 3. Inside, a block there by Richards. Diallo pulls it down. Bounce pass off to Green, lost the handle. Gathers it.
Tomorrow night against Alabama.
Seems like the Sun Belt's full of great duos as Miller finishes. Georgia Southern's got Ike Smith and Tukey Brown. And Troy's got Vernado and Person.
I believe I saw Georgia Southern today with a big win against Missouri State, who's favored in the Valley this year.
Quade Green, that's a deep.
And lose at home to South Alabama. Kind of like, how in the world does that happen?
By the way, that's Neil Brown, former Kentucky offensive coordinator. Might be, Troy fans don't want to hear this, but they're in first place in the Sun Belt right now. He might be in line for a promotion.
Quade Kentucky to get a second chance off of an offensive rebound.
Green on his way forward into the front court. Clock at 3. Green pulled up from 16. Got it! Well done. That's very well. Kentucky almost doubling up on Troy on the glass and 10 offensive boards. Green whips it back to Washington. Back out to Quade Green. The freshman knocks down the triple. His first 3 of the night.
LSU team, the one thing they can do is shoot that basketball. And Mount Waters, the freshman point guard, has been terrific so far for Will Wade. That will be one worth staying up to watch. SEC is so deep this year, not only with in terms of depth of teams, but depth of talent on teams, older players, younger players.
Earlier this week against Savannah State. Green on the drive, gets it up over the...
Yeah, Antoine, they're kind of on an NBA-like schedule right now. This is their 4th game in 8 days. They're going to play 7 games in their first 17 days.
It's tough when you got this young group to do that. You would want to have more practice time so you can work with guys in their deficiencies. But I'm on the floor right now just to be able to take care of the basketball.
Kalia Jones with the steal to Gilgeous Alexander, and ahead to Green. Quade Green now for the Bucks.
I know Kentucky's long, but I guess they figure they're going to try to make 10 to 15 threes tonight.
Just keep doing like you used. Just keep stepping back. Just keep stepping back.
That's what I talked about early on, was keys to the game is being able to defend the glass, control the glass. They gave up 18 offensive rebounds against Kansas. You can't give up offensive rebounds against a smaller team like ETU. They got to make an emphasis on controlling the glass.
Green steps inside the arc. 12 points for Quade Green. Inside to Burrell. Shot blocked by Kalia Jones, and ahead to Green. Quade Green, and his shot was blocked, and that's going to... Green nails it.
Half-court offense. Green went on a run there where he was able to string together a couple buckets. So Green has had a terrific game. They're going to need this type of point guard play from him as the season continues.
Green and gets the roll. That was some kind of play by Bradford.
ETUS is not going to give up. They're going to fight all night long. Kentucky has to be ready for these little spurts and runs. They're going to continue to fight.
Green at the elbow. Green now with
cautionary reasons, hold them out until they find out what the situation is with the play.
Oh, got a layup right here. Got a layup.
Green lays it in. Azubuike. Graham. Pretty good look. Couldn't knock it down. Here come the Cats. Green. Reverse.
Tremendous play by Green right there.
Youth and inexperience of the Wildcats.
Anthony Lamb is a mid-major version of Bonzie Colson at Notre Dame. An undersized post player that is very effective in the mid-post, and he just got great separation with a strong shoulder bang on the defender.
Quade Green with a strong finish. Hey, we're Kentucky and you're Vermont, right? I mean, ultimately, that's what we're talking about.
Yep. That's the attitude that Kentucky should have. But on the flip side, this is a Vermont team they're not intimidated by the building or the Kentucky on the jersey. They just have not played a great first half. Florida A&M, Alabama. I saw Missouri Friday night. Those teams are loaded with talent. There's more talent in this SEC season than there's been probably in the last 15 or 20 years. And there's more top 100 freshmen in the SEC than there is in any other league in the country this year.
Best case scenario, how many SEC teams get into the NCAA field this year?
7. I would feel good about 7 right now.
Quade. Diallo, the first player for either side to get to 3 personal fouls. Everett Duncan had it halfway down, came back out into the hands of Green.
Great offense, though, by Vermont.
Green off the little left fake, able to get into the lane. He is cracked. Trey Bell-Haynes setting up for another three. Off the mark by Peyton Henson. Here comes Quade Green. To shoot the lights out from the floor here in the second half.
They're shooting 71% in the second half against Kentucky's man-to-man defense. Does John Calipari even think about going zone against a team that shoots the ball so well from three? Probably not in this game with 7.5 to go. It's a gut call, though, by the head coach. I've been there. You just got to trust your gut.
Green under control.